Yeah. Oh, okay. Good day, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are watching this video. I want to explain uh, the data I put here because all these have meaning to our setup. If you look at, let me do this. How do I put it? This one. Okay, no, let me use black. If you look at this column one, which is $500, this $500 can be 500 cents. It doesn't really matter. Trading platform doesn't know denomination. All it works with is digit. Okay. Let's say is $500 or 500 cents. We need to get to 20% of it. That's what we want to expose to the market. And the 10% of, I mean, 20% of it is equal to $100. Okay. This $100, what we want to do is we want to share it. We don't want to use it to trade alone, to trade one asset alone. We have to do what we call um, spread of portfolios. Okay, so my own advice, the way I trade, you can start, play with your own idea as well. It's not fixed. Everybody have the way to think, but I just need to give you the foundation that is solid about it. Okay, so I use this $100 on 4 assets divided by 4 assets. So that means each asset will take $25. This is very, very small, but because I know that I'm not using stop loss, it's going to edge. At the point in time, it's going to edge. And when it edge, I will redistribute another uh, $25 into the market. So that is the way I used to trade. That is my way of trading. That's the calculation I do. Instead of wasting my time studying candle or whatever, this is the way I've been doing for the past 16 years, and I've never lost money into the market. So now that means, let's say my 4 assets that I want to trade are pounds, USD, Euro USD, USD card, AUD USD. So this one I will allocate $25. I will allocate $25. I will allocate $25. I will allocate $25. So this is the way I do my trading. Okay. So I know out of my $500, all what I or 500 cents, all what I risk is $100 on 4 assets. Okay. So at the point in time, let's say this pounds edged. It's edged. These three will still be giving me income while I'm solving the edging here. And when it's edged, remember that out of this $100 is just 20% of my account. I still pretty have 80% in reservoir that I've not touched. So if this pounds edge, I can still come to my 80% and take another $25, open another chart, and put the same settings here. That means my capital is remaining 75%. Okay, so by doing that, I will have enough capital, enough profit to quickly release my pounds from edge in the market. So this is just a concept. This is not a trend line, inverted hammer, what. This is just a pure arithmetic, a planning in the market. This is how most hedge funds manage the portfolios. Okay, so I think this area is clear. If it's not clear, please, guys, when it comes to area of capital distribution, it can be confusing. It's so simple, maybe because I'm the one that designed it, but to me, it's so simple with what I've explained here to support the document I'm giving to you guys. But if it's not still don't clear, please don't hesitate to talk to me to help you in this area. All you have to do is just to send me that this is my capital, and I do whatever thing. Okay. Now, at this junction, let me clean everything. Now, we know that we are using $500 or 500 cents, okay? We know that we are risking 25 per asset. Now, how do we use, so you are inside the robot, you look at this side, that is where you put your capital, which is our $500 that we are using. Any capital of yours is what you are going to put here. Now, if you now look at the the third column, 20% is this. We have concluded that 20% is, let me do it this way, is this, you see? Now, when we divide it to asset by asset, we get 25. So what am I calculating here is that this will help me to pick my lot size, okay? So in my mind, any the allocation that is less than or equals to $100, I'm going to use 0.01. And 25 is less than $100. So that's why you are going to put 0.01 at the beginning of your lot. Okay? 0.01. And the maximum lot also will be 0.01. I'm going to explain with another capital, 0.01. That will be our maximum lot size because the money is little. This is $25. It's little, and I'm going to show us something here which will make it difficult for market to even quickly edge unless market trend for a very long time. But it's not wherever the market goes is not of our business. It's only when we know how to manage our trades, okay? And because it's a fixed lot size, so here where I put FIBO will be fixed. You pick option fixed there because you can see that this, the lot size is the same from lot and maximum lot, so it will be fixed. That's why I brought this one out for example. Okay, now let's go to another example. Let's go to another example. Okay. Another example is, let's go straight to $10,000. Let's say our capital is $10,000, right? Which is this. And our 20% of $10,000 is $2,000, okay? And if we divide this for 5 assets, each asset is going to get $500. That means GU, $500 allocated for it. EU, $500 allocated for it. UJ, depends on whatever you want to trade, $500 allocated for it. GJ, $500 allocated for it. And if you sum everything together, is $2,000, which is your 20% allocation from your capital. Okay? I think it's clear. Okay? Now, if you look at this, and we said if capital allocated per asset is less or equals to $100, we are going to use 0.01. But if you look at this capital is greater than $100, So in this scenario, we're supposed to see how many $100 that are in 500 is equal to 5 of it. So we're supposed to say this will be 0.01, I mean 0.05. Let me make it clear. Let me make it clear. Now we have each asset now $500. So per $100 we are using 0.01. Now for 500 is just how many 100 that we're going to see in 500 is 5. We just multiply 5 by this, like we multiply this by 5, and it's going to give us 0.05. This is perfectly okay. This is okay to trade like this, okay? Even when it's edge, we don't have problem. But me, despite the fact that I know this is correct for me, sometimes I don't use it. I will still use 0.03. Because you see, capital protection is number one achievement in Forex trading. If you do everything to protect your capital, there's no way you won't be a great trader in life. I tighten all the opportunity for market to take my money. I tighten it seriously. And that's what I want you, every one of you, that following me to understand. There are only 2 rules in Forex trading. Rule number 1, never lose your capital. Rule number 1 is never lose your capital. And rule number 2 is don't forget rule number 1. So there's no any other rule apart from your capital. Once your capital is gone, you are out of the game. So even though I know that, for example, let me give another example, guys. Let me give another example. Let's say our capital allocation per asset is $1,000. Definitely we know that with this place will be times 10 now. Will become times 10, okay? And this times 10 will give what? 2 decimal places, which will be, this one will be 0.10, okay? But still, most of the time I don't exhaust it. I'll just say 0.07 or 0.08. That means if situation is like this, it's like this. Let me come here again. If situation is like this, if your capital, when you divide your 20% by 4, you remove your 20%, but capital you want to allocate, now is up to 1,000. That means GU 1,000, Euro USD 1,000, UJ 1,000, JJ, GJ 1,000. Now, and you know that is maximum lot size is this. So when you come here, you can start with 0.01 and your maximum will be 0.10. Even here, it depends on the way you think you want to trade. You can make here 0.2, you can make it 0.03 to start, but your maximum must not exit here, must not exit this calculation that you know that your capital can power, must not go exit it. Then because now we have variation between the low lot size and the high lot size. We have variation. So this place have to become feeble. We have to make it Fibonacci strategy of lot size allocation. But if this is 0.01 and this is 0.01, like example I did before, you have small capital to allocate, then you can't use Fibo. You have to use fixed because there's no difference between the lot size from minimum lot size and the maximum lot size. So this place is what is, because I'm laying emphasis here because this one determines the future, this one determines the stress you are going to pass through. If you don't distribute your capital properly, this is what is going to happen. So this area is going to stress you. That's why I did the video separately for this area, so that you understand what I'm saying here and why some of them are feeble and where some of them are fixed. So please, guys, this is the little I will say here about this so that we can understand what we are doing with the software. The software is one of the most powerful strategy that anybody can think of, and we still need to be having classes. Uh, at the bottom of this manual, there will be a group, training group, where you have to click and join the group. Once you get the manual, just click it and join the group, because I'll be posting my group, I mean my training time there, so that when you have time, you join the group. If you don't have time, there's no problem because I will do video recording, which I will put online for other people to consume if they are not available. I think at this junction, I'm going to stop because I can keep on saying a lot of things about this, but I think with the little explanation I have made, is clear. It should be clear enough. So thank you, guys.